Good morning, my dear friends. Well, good morning, good day, good evening, whenever you're living. I decided to do the most difficult part right in the morning to record the thing because posting it is just autopilot. And for some reason, when I don't actually see the person, so when it's video or when it's phone, for some reason it's more difficult as compared to just sitting next to somebody, even if it's new person or a new group of people. So beats me. Here is my list of notes. So I looked at it from time to time. As for my confidence, for those of you who mentioned it, the thing is, I see only the next step. So, this thing I'm talking about, and for me, it's important to remember at least the next few words. That's why it's so upsetting when I cannot remember a word. Yeah, you can imagine. So, in life, I kind of use the same approach now. I see the next 1, 2 steps because before I wanted to see at least 10, 15, and this would just stop me. I was thinking that is out without knowing that much, and what next, and what next, and what next. So this approach that I'm using now, I think is better. Since I'm talking about conversations and audience, I remember that when I was working as a translator and a little bit as an interpreter, I would have these nightmares of an interpreter. And for me, it was, you imagine people are sitting and they're watching at you, and you're supposed to say something, and you have no idea what you're going to say. So this is the worst thing. But fortunately, I don't work as an interpreter now, and audience in the corporate environment, audience, right, audience. When you're standing in front of 5, 10 people and there is a presentation, it was always worse, and I never liked it as compared to just interpreting for people who were coming for this and that purpose to my home city. Okay, the next thing, the story is about me dreaming about having a small house. Not sleeping and dreaming, but just, well, but in English it's still dreaming. Well, thinking about how nice it would be when I have a small house where I would be able to sit outside among my flowers and trees and have my feet planted on the grass and walk on the grass around. And it necessarily should be a quiet environment, just a small house. First of all, to take care, and then I do not need a lot, and Vladimir and I don't need a lot. Only as compared to what we have now, it would be nice to have one more room for the guests. And very strangely, I started having these pictures and ideas in my mind while I was thinking about the whole thing, how nice, and so on. Telling me, in quotes, but actually telling me, giving me an idea that you have so much now already, and you can use the same thing now without having the house. And I do have the balcony where I can sit quietly, no one is bothering me, there are no people around, and I can walk on the grass in our condominium park. And if I wake up very early, like 6, 7, I can also walk without meeting a single person. And I can also bring a blanket there. So this is my plan to start doing all this next summer. And I already used to walk on the grass last year. I started it. We have a couple of patches where you can actually walk, and it's all right. You're not ruining the places where it's forbidden to walk. So this is just my experience. Okay, the next one is about a cake. My neighbor asked me to bake the second cake for her. It's a different one, and I tried it for myself, and it turned out so wonderfully well. And I shared it with her, and she said, "Yes, yes, yes. Now I want this one." And company is coming. My daughter and her husband. I want this for next Thursday. And I wasn't very eager. Still, it's an order to do something for someone, and some money is coming in. And it's not complicated. But then she canceled. And another friend from I didn't drink, I promise. Another friend from Texas asked me to make a small course. And I was happy to start this and to do this. And this was just a case of universe showing me and kind of helping me and showing me, yes, this is your thing and this is not your thing, really. So just another experience. Okay, what else do we have? Ah, there is something else that I am planning to do. I am planning to conduct a few of these experiments, when you put water inside a petri dish and you put a picture or words, negative or positive words like love or hate or angry, put underneath and then freeze the water. And you see on, and you look at the, not the picture, at the pattern which appears. And with good and positive words, kind words, there is a beautiful pattern that you'll see. And with negative, it will be just all rambled. And I read about it. A Japanese scientist used to conduct some of these before he died. And I was watching a documentary about the scientist lady who does this now, and she gave some information. So I am going to test a lot of my water, for example, from the tap with some words or from their plastic bottle that I bring from the store, then water put in the microwave and I drink it. And I want to know what I drink if microwave really ruins something inside. Okay, and as for what I already use, I read it in one of my first metaphysical books. You can just say something good and loving to your huge jar of water. And I have large glass jar with water, and I would just say love, health, when I just pour it some fresh, and then I use it. And I'm going to test this as well. But this water I was just using without testing. I know that this works and it's good for me. And to say just a couple of words, it's not difficult. And the most important part now is to send you my love and tell you how wonderful you are. And each of you are a piece of puzzle in the huge universe and on the earth. And when you're being yourself, it's very important because if you're not yourself, how would we have a full world and fool a whole universe. Take good care of yourself and take breaks. And until next time, until I see you. Maybe some of you will come visit me.